Hello, you all in pandemic quarantine land. This is Mr. Allison coming at you. Just wanted to give you a heads up on this week's assignment and a little refresher about some basic stuff that we do in 7th grade language arts here in Alaska, USA. So this week we're going to write a 5-paragraph essay. It's going to be the pandemic edition 5-paragraph essay. We've done 5-paragraph essays before this year. We've used the 5-paragraph essay outline for our oral sales pitch. We're going to use the exact same outline to write a 5-paragraph essay answering the question, what is most important to you right now? We're going to try to come up with 3 things, each of us individually. My 3 things I came up with, and this is where I recommend you start, just answer the question, what are 3 really important things to you that you've discovered during this pandemic? My 3 things were my health, my students, and my family. Then the next thing I did was I came up with a thesis statement. One single sentence that really sums up the most important point that I'm trying to make in my whole essay. And my thesis statement, based on those 3 things that I identified, is that this pandemic has shown me how incredibly important my health, my students, and my family are to me. So after you've done that initial brainstorming, you've kind of figured out what your 3 things are. Talk to your family, talk with a friend maybe about it. What are your important things? Maybe you've got some similar things. Maybe your PlayStation is really important. Maybe getting outside with your dog is a really important thing. What are the most important things to you that you've discovered during this time? Then I'd like you to use the outline, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'll read the example that I also posted. This is also in Schoology on the materials section. You're going to be typing it up. It's going to make it look the same way, 1.5 spacing, 12-point font. You're going to type it and submit it to Schoology by Friday. So here's the Schoology page right here. You can see there are my Zoom links for my classes. And then down here, there's the assignment, the first one, the pandemic 5-paragraph essay assignment. You'll click and submit on that after you've typed it up. Here's the outline right here that you're going to use. Here's an example of one that I wrote, kind of give you an idea of what it needs to look like, how long it needs to be, etc. And with the outline here, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You can either print it off if you have that ability, or you can just kind of copy it out by hand. You can see on the site here, it's a nice color-coded version of our 5-paragraph essay outline. Color-coded to kind of help us remember how to organize an expository, that is a persuasive essay. You're going to start by plugging in your thesis statement. We're only using notes here, not complete sentences. And then your 3 main things that are most important to you right now, you're just going to plug in 1, 2, 3. And then that main idea from that sentence number 2 right here, that red line, is going to come down and become the subject of my red paragraph. And then my green line here, which is number 3, sentence number 2 in the paragraph, going to come down, become the subject of my green paragraph. And then my blue sentence right here, my last main thing that's important to me, I'm going to bring down and make the subject of my 4th paragraph. And then, just like I stated my main 3 reasons in the order I stated them in my first paragraph, ending with a thesis statement, in my last paragraph, here, I'm just going to restate my thesis to start, hit my main 3 reasons, and then end with a clincher, what my call to action is, what I want my readers to go and do after having read my essay. So you're going to use that outline, and then you're going to type it up using Microsoft Word or whatever you like. So if you don't have the ability to go ahead and write out or to print out your outline, you don't have a printer at home, you can just go ahead and write it out as I have here. As you can see, I did my first paragraph here, second paragraph, 1 line for each of these sentences, the main idea for each sentence. 3rd paragraph, 4th paragraph, 5th paragraph. First sentence is my grabber, my main 3 reasons, health, students, and family. My thesis statement, where I actually started filling this thing out, that T. 3 most important things, health, student, family. Health comes down, becomes the subject of this whole paragraph. Main points about health. Health guidelines, considering others, staying active. And then just like with all the paragraphs, I restate the main idea from the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. This whole paragraph was about protecting health. Next main idea that I was talking about was my students, how I miss them, how they're like my family. We got Zoom meetings now. That whole paragraph was about the importance of my students. Then this one over here, all about my family, those ones who were here, those who are far away, how my community is kind of like my family now. The importance of family. Last paragraph, restate your thesis statement, your main 3 ideas, and your call to action. What do you want your audience to go and do? My call to action for my clincher was that I hope that health, students, and family will continue to be a focus of ours going forward, of mine in particular. Things to keep in mind, you're going to start with the thesis statement in your outline. That's that most important point. You're going to go ahead and plug that in first, even though it's not, you don't start with the top, start with that thesis statement, then plug in your 3 reasons, 1, 2, 3, and then start filling out these paragraphs. Plug in your main 3 points. And remember, your concluding sentence in each paragraph just restates the topic sentence. So for example, up here, this paragraph about protecting health. First sentence is all about how I've learned the importance of protecting health. And then I'm going to restate that creatively, but I'm going to make the same point in my concluding sentence here for that paragraph. And that's the same thing I did with all my paragraphs. So quick recap, back at the beginning of the year, we talked about the holy sandwich of language arts. It's the pattern of persuasion. Just like a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich has the bread on top, the bacon, the lettuce, the tomato, bread on the bottom. An expository paragraph, an expository essay starts out with a topic sentence that lets you know, or a topic paragraph that lets you know what the whole thing is about. And then it's got its main components, your supporting sentences, paragraphs. And then that last sentence or paragraph, the concluding sentence, summarizes the whole thing. Very similar. Top piece of bread, bottom piece of bread. They're not exactly the same, but they're very similar. Top piece of bread, bottom piece of bread. It's the same for a paragraph, 5-paragraph essay, 10-paragraph essay. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them what you told them. Your grabber, think of a little story or an interesting fact or a question to grab your reader's attention. Remember, that thesis statement is the most important sentence. It tells your main point, what your essay is all about. And then that clincher, think of it as a call to action. What should your audience go and do? A couple other things to keep in mind. Your voice. So this is academic writing. So we're going to maintain a formal voice. When we text people and we want to say because, we can just type CUZ. That's casual voice. For formal academic writing, we're not going to use slang. We're not going to use abbreviations. We're going to use formal language. So instead of CUZ, it would be BECAUSE. Formal language. So start your paragraphs with transition words. Follow those transition words with a comma. Make sure you got a heading, a title, and that you indent your paragraphs. You're going to have 5 paragraphs, at least 5 sentences in each, and don't forget to proofread out loud and edit several times before you submit your essay. So after you've typed it up, it's going to look sort of similar to here. Let me pull up my example here. Heading with your name, your class, your assignment, your title, capitalized title, introductory paragraph. So after you've written your outline, then you will take each one of those paragraphs, each one of those sentences, and write them out in complete sentence form. You can see on my paragraphs, I've got transition words like there's second on that one, lastly on that one, on my last paragraph, in conclusion. So that's about what it's going to look like. So I'd like to see this done by Friday. So maybe today you'll have a little brainstorming session with a friend or a family member about what things are most important to you right now during this crazy pandemic time. Tomorrow, do that outline. On Wednesday, type up your first draft. Put it down at the end of the day. Thursday, come back, edit it. Make sure it looks good. Make sure you've saved it. You've given it a good title. And then go ahead and come back to Schoology and submit it, where you can submit it right here, pandemic 5-paragraph essay, or you can submit it right here. And again, here is where your outline that you're going to use is, and your example that I made for you right here. Folks, I hope that was clear. I'll be available during my office hour between 12:30 and 1:30 every day. And then, of course, there is Language Arts online Zoom conference at 3. And there is a link. All the links for my Zoom conferences are right up here. All right, folks. Hope you're well. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.